Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Can we adjust? And what went wrong in the game versus the 49ers for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't know what went wrong. If you can call it a game, that right there, well for the 49ers it was a great game. But for the Steeler fans, us Steeler fans, it was a horrible game. It was a very terrible game. And I know just one game, you don't want to dwell on one game too long because just, it's one game. You got 16 games left. Turn around. We've seen teams start off bad and win the Super Bowl in the end. We've seen some crazy things happen before in the NFL. But it's the opener game. Sometimes the opener game gives you that extra confidence. You go out there and make a statement and be like, okay, this is what we're going to represent this season. But when you don't go out there and make a statement and you don't represent what you want to represent this season, then it kind of stir you up a little bit and mess you up. But luckily, you get an opportunity and a chance to fix the things next week. But some things I want to talk about, let's start off with, there's a lot of negatives, but let's start off with the positives. The positives in this, you're going through it. Of course, TJ Watt looks like he's in Defensive Player of the Year form still. Amazing player, one of the best to do it. He's ties the James Harrison sack record in 90 less games played. Like listen to that. 90 less games played, and he tied the sack record, James Harrison sack record, which is crazy. That's very crazy. TJ Watt is an amazing player, amazing talent. He's elite level. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, of course. He's going to probably be a two-time Defensive Player of the Year this year if he keeps this pace up like that. He's on pace for something special. Might break the sack record this year. And so he tied it last time. He should have broke it, but he kind of cheesed him a little bit. But that's one bright spot, TJ Watt, and that's pretty much it. It's on the bright spots I have for this game right here for the Steelers. Maybe the positive too. We lost to an NFC team. So it doesn't go on our record for the conference either. So, like, in the end of the season, we are in the playoff mix, hopefully. We're in the playoff race and playoff mix. It won't interfere with the seeding. So maybe that's one little positive. But the next one is the game plan. The game plan disaster is one thing I want to talk about. Game plan was not what it was supposed to have been. If you look at what the team went out there and did, you can kind of tell that was not the way the plan was supposed to have been going. And they didn't have the guys prepared. I'm a big fan of Coach Tomlin. I love Coach Tomlin, but he didn't have the guys prepared for this game. He went out there and they just went out there and did absolutely nothing. And then the adjustments at halftime, they really making adjustments. They kind of did the same thing. And in the first half, you see them doing the same thing over and over and trying to hope for a different result. And it never did come across. And then you wonder to yourself, too, a little bit. You're looking at like, wouldn't it be better to run the ball, run the football, and play big man football, do what the 49ers is doing to us? Because, like, I told you guys in the game preview, I said it's going to be a big man type game. It's going to be a slug type game. So you want to run the football. You want to have no big like formations out there. 12 personnel out there. You want to put the fullback out there as well, Connor Hayward, because he's versatile. He can catch as well. So you want to do that and mix it up and run the football with Najee Harris and Warren. I said you got to win this game by playing through the backs, by playing through your running backs, getting Najee Harris the ball, giving Jalen Warren the ball, and let them go out there in space. Either some screen passes, some check downs, some power runs on the outside, some zone runs inside, and just like create a lot of different versatility for them. Because like I thought that was going to be one of those games when you're playing against a front seven like that, you want to hold the ball in your hands too long. You want to just impose your will in the rushing game, and they really let the rushing game get going. Cause like he ran the ball like I think once or twice. He got stuffed one time and he got -2 yards, but then they stopped and they kind of went away from it. They came back to it, hit the big time run, a 25-yard run that he had on the sideline, and he had another couple of runs here and there. And Jalen Warren got some runs here and there. But they only had like 9 or 10 rushes the whole entire game. The formula to success is not Kenny Pickett throwing the ball 45 times. Unless Kenny Pickett's last name is Mahomes, it's not going to happen. Not too many quarterbacks can throw the ball 40 times and win. Unless you're Patrick Mahomes or Brady or Peyton Manning, and Kenny Pickett is not none of that. I'm not saying that he's like terrible or anything, but he's not on that level to throw the ball 40 times and win. But he can be good and effective if you limit the amount of throws and make the amount of throws effectively. And like just kind of like say, okay, instead of having him throw 45, 46 times, how about he throw just 28 to 30 times like that in the game? And we do a lot of run type style, like run schemes and like run the football and get back to what we are accustomed to doing. And the Steelers didn't do any of that in this game plan right here. They didn't run the ball too well at all. And I mentioned, if you saw the preview video, like I said before, I was like, you got to win through the backs. The keys to victory is to play that big man football to match their intensity as well. And the Steelers did the complete opposite, try to get pass happy and just doing a lot of random things that was not necessary. Another game plan thing, too, that was a disaster is the secondary looked awful. Secondary looked awful. I can't even put it into light terms. The secondary looked awful. And I told you guys that was my concern. My one concern having coming into this game. I told you on the 49ers side, I said I really had no concern, but like if I was a 49er fan, I wouldn't have concerns about the 49ers because they have people everywhere like that. But you might say after Debo and Brandon Ayuk, you'd be like Jennings is a solid player, but after that, the receiver core not like too deep. But we really don't need a deep receiving core when you have running backs and you have guys like that and tight ends like that as well too. But my only concern, like I mentioned in that preview video, was the Steelers secondary. Steelers secondary is one of my main concerns. I feel like I said the cornerback position in particular. Like I know Patrick Peterson is a veteran, future Hall of Famer as well. He got beat a few times with Brandon Ayuk, but I'm not worried about that. That's not going to be sustainable for the entire season. He'll bounce back and do better. He has some good pass breakups in that game. But I told you guys, Levi Wallace, I do not trust him 100%. He's not a man-to-man cornerback like that. He can play man-to-man here and there, like he has his moments here and there, like he has some interceptions last year. But he's not a man-to-man type of guy, man-to-man type of player. So him going out there and playing man-to-man, and not in his strong suit, it just kind of caused a lot of like mishaps, and he was getting beat a lot by everybody. And then JPJ, you have him sit on the bench. You went out there and drafted basically a cornerback in the first round because he was the first round. He was the 32nd pick, so he basically was the first round pick. And you have him sitting on the bench, and you want to play man-to-man defense on the outside, but you don't put the guy in who specializes in man-to-man defense, who has the length, who is faster and stronger and more physical and bigger than Levi Wallace. You don't put him out there, but you put Levi Wallace out there to go out there and just go crazy and just play terrible on the court. I mean, I said on the court, thinking of basketball, on the field. So that right there was a bad suggestion as well. Secondary did not look too good, getting beat down the field. A lot of big plays. It was the same play every time. You see him run the in route, or he'll run the dig like that. He'll stretch it out deeper like that. So you see him do the same thing. He'll run, he'll settle it. They sit in the zone, middle of the field wide open. They playing that zone. He was playing cover 3, middle field wide open like that. And most time the safety supposed to run up. Safety supposed to run up and help you on that play right there. And in the cover 3 you can run a lot of crosser routes. Like drag routes, crosser routes, in routes. Those routes right there work perfectly in the cover 3. So he ran a dig routes too, like a lot of routes that cross over the middle work perfectly in cover 3 because either guy gonna have to trail you or a guy gonna come up, and they come up too late, you can get open. And what happened? They ran up. I think it was Keanu Neal, number 31, whoever that is. I think it's the guy who played the slot corner. He got to go on the bench too as well. But ran up, hit the in route, another completion. That's why it was so easy for Brock Purdy to go out there and do what he did. Because it made it look easy because it's like, hey, you guys leaving that same spot wide open. You guys haven't adjusted, and you guys are communicating well on the back end. So I'm going to keep going to my guy. Keep going to my guy, and I can get the ball off fast and prevent your pass rush from getting me. Like TJ Watt got there a few times at the 2 strip sacks. He could have caused a lot of mayhem. If the defense held up on the back end just a little bit, it could have caused a lot more mayhem than what he did initially in the game too. Because he went out there and had an amazing game, but nothing to show for because they didn't capitalize on what he did. Because he gave the offense multiple times and multiple chances to put some points on the board. I would say the Steelers defense did, but they shouldn't even put Steelers got 3 takeaways. They should put TJ Watt got takeaway and 3 sacks. Like they should put that on there. Because TJ Watt got that. Because TJ Watt was the only person on defense who was making a dramatic impact and going out there and playing impactful football. But I think they need to start JPJ next week. I know at first I said I wanted him to start week 1. Remember I mentioned they probably would, knowing the Steelers way, they probably do like let him ease into things and do like that. But come on, you can start in week 1. You don't go and draft a cornerback basically in the first round just to let him sit on the bench. And he does everything that you want. You wanted a man-to-man cornerback who play physical, the guy you can put out there on the island and they say go out there and lock that side down. You want a guy like that. You've been looking for a guy like that for years, and a guy like that emerged in the draft where you're able to get him, and you're gonna just put him on the bench and let him watch from the sideline. Come on, you gotta go out there and play better. You gotta play better. Another thing too. The quarterback play. The quarterback play was not good. Kenny Pickett, I think he has potential to be a good quarterback in this league. But today was not the formula for success for him. Throwing the ball 45, 46 times. Not the formula of success for him. I feel like you got to limit his throws to 28 to 30. And that's like more his range for him to be effective. And also Kenny Pickett was very off. Very off. His timing was very terrible. We've seen a lot of plays. Jesse Johnson was open on the crosser. On crosser route, he had a step on Ward. and then Kenny Pickett overthrew him. He can't get that one. And then we seen one with Pat Fryermuth on third down, need the first down. Kenny Pickett overthrows him like that. And when people say, well, Fryermuth catches with both hands, but the ball is so high, so you touch it with both hands, kind of like slapping like that. You don't expect the ball to be that high. You expect it to throw it right to your chest, especially in a situation so you can catch and fall for the first down. And Kenny Pickett overshot him again. Then we see one. And we still scored in that one drive when he threw the touchdown to Pat Fryermuth, but it could have been an easier score. DJ was wide open in the middle too, and Kenny Pickett threw it behind him to his legs. Like that, you got to throw that ball to the chest and lead it with them like that. And you just see Kenny Pickett just missed a lot of throws. His progression was bad too. There's a lot of guys open. Like, I remember who was that? That was I think when DJ went down, I think Miles Boykin came in and he ran across the route. He was wide open. And he was wide open like that on that side too. Kenny Pickett, he was looking, he didn't wait, instead of waiting and being patient for it, he kind of like ran this way and got tunnel vision, threw a completion and got 3 and out again. And then we see another play with the running back open and made it more complex than it had to be. So just throwing the little check down to running back, let him get the 2 yards. You try to force it down the field and completion and stuff. And they see a lot of mishap, a lot of bad timing, a lot of bad reads as well. Like as a quarterback, and the interception he threw, the first one was DJ fell a little bit, and DJ had good position and he was inside, so maybe he could have batted down or came down with the ball. The second one was Kenny Pickett's fault, fully. The first one, is an accident, like people slide and slip and stuff, but the second one was definitely Kenny Pickett's fault because, first of all, you got a guy bracketed. He bracketed, first of all. He bracketed. He got a Fred Warner on one side of him, in front of him, like this. And then you got, I can't never say his name. Is it Alfonso? No, 29, he looked like Troy Polamalu today. The other All-Pro as well, safety. Number 29, you got him behind him right there. And you're going to try to force that ball in there, and you got another guy heading in, too, in that play. Why force that and not just throw a check down underneath? You try to force the ball in there and got picked off. Of course, it's 3 guys over there, so one tip up is 3 guys in the area. Somebody going to come down with it. That was a bad read right there by Kenny Pickett trying to force the ball with 2 all-pro guys who are very good in coverage guarding them and try to force the ball in there. And it was just bad progressions, bad read by Kenny Pickett. It was a very terrible game. Probably had a QBR rating of 13 or something. I don't know. It was something bad. But yeah, he just got to get better and stuff. At least he had one of the worst ones of the weekend. We've seen Joe Burrows, who's my fantasy football quarterback. I don't know what happened to him too either. I don't know what's going on some of these games. And then Geno Smith too, another quarterback, not playing too good. So I know it's week 1, so you don't overreact. A lot of people start off slow, a little rusty, but you expect guys like that. You thought the Steelers had a lot of optimism coming to this game and a lot of hope too. Of course, it's still early on in the season. Got 16 games left, a lot of football left to play, so they can easily turn around. They can easily lose this first game and win the next 5. You never know what can happen like that. It can be like that easily, but and then the Bengals can do the same thing, and the Seahawks and a lot of the teams that lost, the Chiefs as well, who lost to the Lions on Thursday, y'all can do the same thing, of course, and turn it around. But you just want, on your opening game, you just want to have that statement game. You want to have that statement to let people know that, okay, we here and we representing this. We come in playing that hard-nosed football, that toughness, and playing with all this type of energy and stuff. But the Steelers kind of went out there and they didn't play like that, and it cost them in the end. And yeah, all that you can do is hope for is to bounce back next week. Bounce back next week and try to beat the Browns. Hopefully we can beat the Browns. We should be able to beat them. I don't know if we're home or they're home. I know it's on Monday Night Football, so it's prime time. So we had the world watching you. You want to go out there and lay an egg. So let's go out there. Let's make the adjustments necessary. If I'm the coach, I'll probably mention stuff. I'll probably say like someone like I was the coach. They said, "Okay, coach, you come in here, say what you got to say." And then I'll probably be like, okay, I'm going to say this right here. And I'm going to say, okay, guys, that game is in the past. And I'm going to look forward to the next game. I wouldn't even focus with the world too much on this game right here, just blow out loss, because it's not necessary. But that's all I got for the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.